Thicker scalp hair, longer lashes, fuller brows, one oil. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the science behind this oil and how it works. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to get thicker hair, longer lashes, fuller brows with an all-natural oil, one we've all heard about. You've probably seen it on TikTok. It's been viral off and on for the last couple of years for a number of reasons, and that is castor oil. But before you're grown, there's some things you really should know about it because one, it's inexpensive. Two, science says it can really help a lot of people when it comes to hair growth, especially when it comes to scalp health, eyelash growth, and eyebrow growth. And we're not talking about some $200 serum with a long list of ingredients neither one of us can pronounce. This thick, humble, centuries old, ancient, if you will, oil can really do some amazing things. And it has a surprisingly strong scientific case behind how it works and why it works, especially when it comes to hair growth. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't that stuff what my grandmother used? Yes. And as it turns out, she was actually onto something. Because here's what most people don't realize. It contains an ingredient called ricinoleic acid. And researchers in science believe this is the reason why it's effective for inducing hair growth. It's been shown to improve and support circulation in the scalp, which means hair follicles are getting the nutrients and oxygen they need to generate. So, as with most things in the body, blood flow means better health and results. And this isn't just about hair on the scalp. It's been proven to be especially effective for eyelash and eyebrow growth. Now, part of the reason for this is the eyelashes and eyebrows lack a lot of oil glands. The eyes themselves don't have a lot of oil glands. They tend to dry out. As we get older, those cells are sort of slow to reproduce. There's a whole litany list of things that go on around the eye area that cause it to age, but then there are also the plucking and the curling, for those of you who do that, making the lashes break off sooner than they normally would, leading to them being shorter and sometimes not even coming back at all. So really, when it comes to those areas for circulation, same application, just sort of a different environment than the environment on the scalp. So in this video, we're going to break down how castor oil works for each area, the right way to apply it so you can get those results that we're talking about, and what the research says about how realistically long it takes to see those results. So if you've been spending a lot of money on eyelash treatments, serums, supplements, eyebrow and eyelash pencils, and you haven't tried this yet, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. So there are four main benefits castor oil offers when it comes to stimulating hair growth. Again, scalp, lashes, and brows. First and foremost is increasing circulation and follicle stimulation. Ricinoleic acid actually inhibits prostaglandin D2. And we call it PGD2 for short. It's often found along with DHT in balding scalps. And if you know what DHT is the hormone that actually triggers male pattern baldness that's a person's genetically predisposed for. And number two, it has anti-inflammatory properties, what I was talking about earlier in the ancient days, helping to soothe scalp conditions such as seborrheic dermatitis. And by decreasing inflammation, helping to spur better, stronger hair growth. And of course, along with that goes its antimicrobial properties. Antimicrobial properties, always a mouthful. And along with all of that, it's also antifungal. And as you can imagine, a clean, balanced scalp is going to lead to better hair health. And benefit number four, highly moisturizing, able to trap moisture in the skin and in the hair follicle area, which makes it, again, very, very helpful for eyebrows and eyelashes where a lot of dryness and breakage occurs. So let's talk about how to apply castor oil to each of these areas. When it comes to the scalp, very, very simple. You want to section the areas of hair and scalp that you want to treat, not treating the hair itself, but the hair follicles and the scalp, massaging it for 3 to 5 minutes to improve circulation, and you leave it on the scalp 1 to 2 hours or overnight before washing it out. And it'll likely take 1 to 2 shampoos to get it out of your scalp and hair because it's very thick, very sticky, high viscosity oil. When it comes to frequency, you want to do this 1 to 2 times per week. And when it comes to when you should expect to see visible results, 8 to 12 weeks, which seems like a little long, but not when you consider how slowly hair actually grows. You just need to make sure you give yourself enough time and are very consistent with these treatments. I always say with everything in skincare or hair care, take a picture when you begin, take a selfie, then take another one at 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. That way you can begin to judge your results. All right, so what about for eyelashes? When it comes to eyelashes, you want to make sure you apply the oil but not get it in your eyes. So a tiny little brush like this one can be very helpful. These are available on Amazon. I'm also going to put a link down below where you can find my recommended castor oil that comes with the brushes you would need for your eyelashes and eyebrows anyway. So if that's something you want to check out after we're done here today, again, down below in the video description, castor oil in these brushes. But you want to apply a very thin layer to the lash line, upper and lower lash line, every single night before retiring. And because you're using so little oil, it's very easy to remove using a gentle cleanser in the morning around the eye area. Again, you want to avoid getting the oil in your eye, and this is with everything, every essential oil or product that you've not used before. Be sure to do that patch test 48 hours ahead, put the oil on the skin, rinse it off the next day, and wait to make sure you have no reaction, because better a reaction here than on your eyelids. So the frequency for applying castor oil for lash growth is 45 times a week. You don't need to do it every single night. And when it comes to the realistic timeline of when you can actually see the results, the lash growth cycle is faster than the hair growth cycle on the scalp, and you can generally see results in 4 to 6 weeks, with the most notable improvement weeks 8 to 12. And as I said, taking a selfie when you start, and then at 30, 60, and 90 days, you can really judge those results for yourself. All right, so what about castor oil for eyebrows? Well, it's really great if it's an over plucking situation where the eyebrows have been plucked a long time. Helps with sparse areas and asymmetrical growth. I know a lot of people lose this lash line right here on the side first. Castor oil has been shown to improve that, bringing the eyebrow line back around that area of the eye, making your face look much younger. Now you can apply the oil with an older used brush for like mascara, or you can buy, again, these tiny brushes like this and just apply the oil to the eyebrow and leave it on overnight, wiping the oil away in the morning. And you can do this particular process every single night for eyebrows. The good news is brow follicles that have been over plucked usually aren't dead. They're still alive. They just need some encouragement to grow and to stay moisturized so they don't break off. Okay, so some very simple ways to apply castor oil that are going to work really well for a lot of you. When it comes to what kind of castor oil, basically a certified organic cold pressed castor oil like this one by Kate Blanc, which is what, again, I'm going to put a link down below in the video description box for you to find that one. Cold pressed works best in general, but there's also Jamaican black castor oil, which has been shown to be more effective in the scalp area, more stimulating. So if you're going to be treating just your scalp, that particular oil in studies has proven to be a little more effective. And again, I will put a link down below for that one in the video description box as well. Now, castor oil is not a replacement treatment for alopecia. There are medical treatments that are very effective, although it can be helpful. And in combination with those treatments has been shown to encourage hair growth much faster, to help those treatments work better. And especially when combined with another oil that we just did a video on for hair loss, that's rosemary oil. You'll be able to catch that video right after this one. I'm going to put it right here so you can find it. Rosemary oil shown in studies to be almost effective as minoxidil treatments. That's pretty crazy, right? Very effective oil. That's a very fascinating video. So if you're suffering from male pattern baldness or female pattern baldness, you may find rosemary oil, in addition to treatments you're already doing or alone, to be very, very effective as well. Now, I hope you found today's video on castor oil and what it can do for hair growth helpful. If you did, please like it, share it out. Let me know in the comments below. And should you decide to do these treatments, please come back and let us all know how they work for you. And again, you can catch the rosemary oil for hair growth video right here. That said, thank you guys for watching and supporting my work. I really do appreciate you. Stay beautiful. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.